Hi there, it's Jessie here. Welcome to the channel. Thank you very much for being here. Today in this video, I'm gonna share my grief that comes with knowing your worth. Let me explain. So I am seeing somebody, I fell in love. They told me from the beginning they didn't want a relationship. Lots of people on here tried to warn me. They tried to warn me, Jessie, you're making a mistake. And I said, no, I'm not. And it wasn't a mistake for me. It was me following my desire at that time. And I'm all one for following desires within reason, of course, don't be ridiculous, but following like your natural desires and seeing where they take you. And then often the desire can be fulfilled and we realized, oh, we have a new desire now. We don't want that anymore. And that's perfectly natural, I think, and therefore I follow the desire to see what it's showing me. Do I want it or not? And the thing about this lovely, lovely man is it's wonderful in many, many ways, but it's not everything I want, because I want more. I said that in the video yesterday, I want more. Anyway, that's all right. That's okay for me to want more. Like, and I'm thinking about it because everything's there. And I asked him, like, do you see this long term? And it was, no, it's like a present moment thing. I'm enjoying the present moment. And it's always a bit of a cop-out for me if I hear someone say that, like, oh, I'm just enjoying the present moment. Oh, I'm so enlightened. I only enjoy the present moment. I do not project into the future. It doesn't exist. Bullshit. It's a cop-out. Now, really, I believed, I didn't believe it. I decided to ignore what my wishes were, that I want something else, because it's good enough, isn't it? It's good enough. I hate that word, enough. And anyway, it was really lovely. I'm not going to take away from that. But I like to let my little brat out, because she's kind of the inner child in me that is actually good to listen to, because she, even though she can be a bit unruly at times, she is trying to show me what she's unhappy about or what we're seeking to resolve. So with this man, I'm thinking about it, and it's too reminiscent of my childhood and seeing my dad at the weekends. It's too, it's like, yeah, it would just be present when we're together. And when we're not, and I'm working on the father wound at the moment. And it's a tough one, because, I've got like my loyalties towards him and all the things I like about him. And then I've got the reality, which is if I don't call, he won't call me. I just did a little experiment. I thought, well, if I just stop calling my dad, hasn't rung in months. And that was sad for my child, because she feels unloved by him. And then I was having a conversation with this man, and he gave a sage piece of advice, which was, why don't you just accept him for who he is? And I've heard that before, and we've heard it a lot, just accept them as they are. But it hit different this time. And I thought, yeah, I need to accept him for who he is. You're absolutely right. I can't expect him to be a different human being than he is. He loved me in the capacity that he could. Now, this is where my grief comes in, because it's the same with this man that I'm with now. He's loving me in the capacity that he can. But anything that asks a little bit more emotional labor from him, he's not willing to do. That's fair enough. That's his decision. But why am I then engaging with somebody who doesn't want to at least look at their inability to have healthy emotional attachments? Now, it's no judgment against him. He can choose what he wants to do. The judgment lands on me. Why am I choosing to engage with somebody who's not putting time for that right now, who's told me very clearly? And I think, oh, it's a bit, I want him to, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for him to change his mind about me, which means I'm still being led by that wounded part of me that's waiting for my father to be a different person. You see, and now I've realized, like, oh, this is hurting because it reminds me of this, which really means it's something unresolved within me. The responsibility now lies on me. I need to accept and somewhat feel I'm in the process of accepting that my father for the man that he is, and just not expect anything more. And now I'm being put to the test because I have a new man that I love and I need to let him go. I need to let him go. And I don't want to. That part of me, the wounded part, is like, no, this is our last hope. And with my self-worth, knowing that I deserve more than just the weekends. We have to grieve. And you know what's sad about it? Because I'm somewhat disconnected from the emotion of it now. Is in my heart. It's very much there. The grief that I feel, first of all, the grief for my child that she just didn't receive the love that she knows is possible. And I received love to the best of his capabilities, so there's not a judgment. It's just when you're a kid, you know what love is. I want to know what love is. Doom, doom, doom. I want you to show me. Yeah. I hope you're hearing that as I'm hearing it in my head. I want to know what love is. Man, what a tune. And I think kids do know what it is. And then when they don't receive it from their parents, they're like, what the fuck? I did something wrong. I know I harp on about this a lot, all right? Give me a break. I'm processing. I'm a slow processor. Still feel the need to defend myself. So yeah, that's kind of how I am. I'm grieving. Okay, that was it. I'm grieving the fact that my father's heart was closed because of his own pain. I'm grieving the fact that his parents' hearts were closed because of their own pain, which resulted in him closing his heart, and so on and so on. I'm upset that this man that I'm in love with is afraid of healthy emotional attachment because of his pain. And I'm sad, I'm deeply sad that millions, maybe billions of us live our days with closed hearts because of our pain. And the pain has made us afraid to love again. And that's not why we're here. And that's not what human beings are. Or what we're capable of when we have an open heart and love each other is so crazy. And it's sad to me. It's just not the state of affairs at the moment. And in accepting that reality comes grief. And I need to process this grief. I need to feel the disappointment that I feel and walk myself through it and pick myself back up and go, all right, okay, not everyone's living with an open heart, but some people are. And all I can do is just keep living with my own heart open. Not easy, but what other option do I have, actually? Because I really want to love and be loved. So, yeah, we'll just keep going. And I'm going to break down and cry now. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really, really do really appreciate and honor you guys, especially because I feel a lot of you are those of us living with an open heart. So thank you. I know how it feels. And let's just keep living with an open heart and being an example. And then hopefully one day we're all living with open hearts. Wouldn't that be nice? I believe it's possible. Let's go. Okay, let me know your thoughts. Hit subscribe if you want to. I would appreciate that if you would too. And have a beautiful day and a beautiful life. And amongst the grief and the pain, we have got this.